Okay, we're going to look here at seat 4. So overall, I think your paddling was pretty good. Let's do a full walkthrough here so you can kind of see everything. So going through, oh yeah, got all the lines, disregard all the lines on hers, just did her video. So seat 4, looking at it, taking a look, let's take a look at one more change here. You can make your own critiques of yourself as you watch this video here. It's always good to see some video analytics of how you paddle. Everyone thinks that they are the best paddler until they see themselves on film, and then it's like, oh crap, that's really what I look like. So not saying that you look bad or anything. Like honestly, like I said before, women are usually have better technique than guys, and so all of the guys have gone through this. We're doing kind of like a baseline technique early on in the season, and then towards the end of the season we'll do kind of more of a recap of how things are going and how things have improved. So let's take a look at the overall paddling here. So we'll do both sides here. So left side, unfortunately, again, camera angle doesn't really help us here, but we're going to still go through. Fully submerged right about here. And then exiting right about here. Yeah. So can't really tell. I don't know, these lines are pretty bad, so I can't use that same methodology here. So we'll just go through and look at, just the overall top arm, bottom arm, shoulders, legs, everything. So first of all, I think what we can do, actually, let's use this. Okay, so what's going on here? So here, let's use these here. So what's happening here is your setup is up here, and then once you're fully into the water, you're right about there, right? So right there. So what I would like to see is see if you can get this paddle buried sooner. So using your body to push forward or using your wrists to push that paddle into the water as soon as possible. So let me just kind of show you again. Let's pull up these guys here, and these guys 3 and 4 have really good technique. So what I want to show you is to see where in his stroke. Okay, so he's got, actually, you know what, let's compare you to seat 4 because that's the same angle. And so again, these guys, seat 4 is, I think he's about 6 feet 4 inches tall, so his paddle is going to be a little bit more in front. Okay, so he's got this forward angle here. So boom. And then as he goes in, see how his paddle angle doesn't really change much. See that? So he's not pulling until his paddle is fully submerged. See how that really didn't move that much. Versus, let's take a look here. Where did I put yours? Oh my goodness, I lost your lines. There we go. Okay. So there we go. All right. Bear with me, guys, here. Okay, so you see how, again, let's take a look at his. So he's set up right here, right there, and then burying it into the water, and see how his body is kind of moving downward, right? So he's moving down so that way he doesn't lose that paddle angle. And so right here is where he's fully submerged. So he's still got a very good positive angle. So there's not much I guess, movement in the paddle from that first setup down to where he's fully submerged. And what that does is that it minimizes all of that loss. So right now, taking a look at yours here, right? So you're pushing down and then here is where you're fully submerged. So that section from that setup to fully submersion, that's a lot of lost water time that you could have used to pull the canoe forward. So again, you know, getting that paddle buried as soon as possible is really, really important. So that's one thing I think that that your stroke could definitely use, is getting that paddle buried a little bit sooner, so that way you don't have this big loss of paddle time. So let's close this up. So hopefully that you got that there. Close that up and go through here. So mechanics wise, really good bottom shoulder. Again, you have a really good window here, so you're kind of looking through everything. I do like that. Bottom shoulder looks really good. And so what's happening again is you're starting to pull the paddle before it's fully submerged. So you want to get that paddle submerged first, and then you can start pulling. So right there, yeah, should definitely be in the water already. Other thing too that I saw was that top arm. So top arm looks pretty good, but towards here, see how your top arm is a little bit relaxed, and see how hers is, I mean, hers might be a little too straight, but you want to have a balance between the two. You want that top arm, you get a ton of your power, probably. People ask, like, what is the percentage, like how much do you push down with your top versus pull down with your back? It's kind of hard to say. Good methodology to use is 50-50. So 50% of your power comes from your bottom arm, 50% of the power comes from the top. So if it's 50-50, you should be pulling just as hard. So your top arm should be just as straight as that bottom arm, because again, fulcrum, the leverage angle, if that fulcrum moves, then you're losing a lot of power. So going through, keeping that top arm straight, driving it down all the way down. So I think what we need to do is drive down that top arm a little bit further. What happened? Stuck. Yeah, drive down that top arm all the way down. Yeah, all the way down to the gunnel. So take a look at the right side here. Yeah, see how that top arm bends a lot, right? Want to keep that top arm straight. Let's take a look. Second stroke. Very, very good technique right there. Good open window. Driving down. Oh, yeah, see how you're kind of scrunching in. Scrunching in there, right? That top arm should stay straight the entire time, so you can drive it down. So here, very, very good. Very solid. And then what happens is you're losing the power right there. That's where you lose it, is you're scrunching in that top arm, and your body is closing in. You have to keep that window open. Keep the window open the entire stroke. Okay, open. Very, very good. And then crunch, 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 crunch. So see how small your window got here. So you want to keep that window as big as possible the entire stroke. Very, very good setup. So taking a look at the legs, same like the other guys. Sorry, let's delete these. Oh, delete. Okay. Same like the other guys. Let's take a look at the legs in these videos here. So take a look at C3. So load it up on those legs, and then see how it moves. Look how much his leg moves. Yeah. Let's watch it in full speed. So taking a look at his right leg here in the front, he's got a ton of power, a ton of weight pushed on that front leg. Okay, so let's take a look at C4 when he's on the other side. Okay, take a look at his legs. He doesn't use his legs as much. he's tall as shit, so he uses a lot of his body. So anyway, the point is to get those legs engaged, so you can see. There you go. Look at that. Boom. Okay. So very good stuff. So I want you guys to kind of take a look at your own paddling techniques just to see everything, how it looks. You know, overall, you guys look really solid. I know that you guys have been paddling together for quite a while now too, so you have that going for you. So only thing is, you know, fine tuning, and once we're able to fine tune a lot of the technique stuff, then we'll be able to move the canoe a lot faster and more efficiently. Yeah, solid. Very, very good, guys. Speed it up here. Let's take a look at your right side again in slow-mo here. Right side, yep, scrunching in. So you got scrunching in on the right side. I think, yeah, very, very open on that first part. And then you scrunch in. That top arm's got to stay driven. You got to drive that top arm down. Yeah, so good stuff. Good job.